Today, I want to talk to you about justice and mercy, reading to you from 1 Samuel chapter 30, verses 1 and 2, where we read this. Now it happened when David and his men came to Ziklag, and on the third day that the Amalekites had invaded the south and Ziklag, attacked Ziklag, and burned it with fire, and had taken captive the women and those who were there from small to great. They did not kill anyone, but carried them away and went their way. David had offered himself to fight for the Philistines against the Israelites, but the Philistine leaders didn't accept the offer. David and his men went back to Ziklag. That was a Philistine city where they were living at the time. They marched about 25 miles, that's about 40 kilometers, and that was a day over 3 days. It was a reasonably fast pace for a group that size. As they came close to Ziklag, they were tired, hungry, and ready to return to their families. As they came within sight of their city, the hearts of David and his men must have brightened. As soldiers, they were discouraged that they hadn't been allowed to fight with the Philistines, but they knew that they were coming home, and home meant family and familiar surroundings. Those bright thoughts quickly turned dark. They saw smoke rising from their city in the distance, but it wasn't the smoke of cooking fires. It was too black and it was too much smoke. They wondered why no one had come to greet them. What they saw when they came closer horrified them. Ziklag was a burned ruin. While David and his mighty men were busy fighting against their own people, the Amalekites had come and attacked the defenseless city. They kidnapped the women and the children, and they stole everything of value. Ziklag was a ghost town. It was a pile of burned rubble with no survivors. It seemed that everything was lost. There was a touch of both justice and mercy in all of this. The justice was that the Amalekites did to David what David had been doing to them, because he brought this same calamity to other cities. 1 Samuel chapter 27, verses 8 through 11 says that during this time among the Philistines, David made his living as a bandit, robbing cities, and it says that wherever David attacked the land, he left neither man nor woman alive. The mercy was that the Amalekites were more merciful than David was. Where David killed everyone in the cities that he attacked, at least the Amalekites took the people captive instead of killing them. Now, God, who is great in mercy, does not discipline us as much as we might deserve. Like a compassionate father, he tempers his discipline with kindness and with love. I mean, if we think about what we deserve, it might be easy to despair. David and his men probably deserved to have all their women and children killed because that's what they did to others. Yet, God showed mercy to David. And God isn't finished showing mercy. He still does it today. Titus chapter 3, verse 5 in the New Living Translation says this: He saved us not because of the good things we did, but because of his mercy. You might be going through a hard time today. Maybe you feel that you're under the disciplining hand of God. I want you to know this, that even in God's discipline or correction of us, he is showing great mercy. Find time today to thank God for his great mercy to you.